All right, here in part one, I'm just going to talk to you very briefly about what the cycle of violence or the attack cycle is. Now, it's relatively the same cycle, whether you're dealing with a criminal type attack, a active shooter, active killer type attack, or a terrorist type attack. There are a few differences, but the bottom line is in the beginning, you have to basically build an attacker. So somebody with that type of mindset. Now, it may come from predispositions, things in their family life, indoctrination that they face, or perhaps social and peer pressures that can convince them that it's okay to launch one of these type of attacks. Next, they go through a process of broad target selection where they look at a wide variety of targets, and then they pick the juiciest one or the one that's most meaningful to them. And that would be the final target selection process. Also, there's usually some type of reconnaissance, maybe some type of testing, but whatever it is, they plan for, prepare for, and then they execute their attack. Now, for a criminal, this cycle may take as little as 7 seconds. And that's all the time it takes for a criminal to look up, decide that somebody's unaware, somebody's stride is imperfect, they look weak or incapable of taking care of themselves, and they do a little quick look around to weigh their chances of getting caught versus escaping, a risk versus reward process. It's very simple from a criminal standpoint. Terrorists can take years during the cycle to plan, prepare, rehearse, test defenses. It's a bit of a more in-depth cycle with a lot of surveillance and reconnaissance that also takes place. And that cycle can last up to years. For example, the 9/11 attacks took over a year to plan and prepare for and execute. And then you have something like an active threat attack, which typically is planned for at least several weeks, and there may be even several weeks of preparation. So keep in mind, no matter which one of these attacks you face, a terrorist attack, a criminal attack, or some type of active shooter attack, there is a cycle that these attackers go through, and it gives us opportunities to pick up key threat indicators. For example, information is very preliminary, but as it relates to the attempted assassination of former President Trump, you have an attacker that may have been at the attack scene early to plan what he's going to do and perhaps pre-position his firearm. You also have an attacker that right now information indicates he researched a wide variety of political targets before picking a final one. So also understand that he was possibly seen with a rangefinder very early on, right before the attack or very late in the attack cycle. So either way you look at it, there are opportunities to pick up on these anomalies versus baselines and to prevent these attacks or protect yourself from them. All right, there, go out and prepare and be safe. When it comes to street crime, I've got a great ebook for you called The Street Savvy Pro, where I go through mindset and a massive 4-layer system of awareness that allows you to detect crime early. And I talk about all the processes of making sure that you're not the one that's selected and some things to do if you are selected. Now, this manual or this ebook is extremely useful, whether you have any type of self-defense skills, whether you have any physical capability, or whether you carry concealed. Regardless of your options in the fight, there's a lot of things you can do pre-fight and things you can do other than fighting that will really help you to stay safe during one of these encounters, or if you're going to defend yourself, help you better defend yourself. So check out the Street Savvy Pro. It's relatively inexpensive. I'm trying to get the information out to you because I actually care. So go out there, prepare, and be safe.